Alright, what's up agents? Afflicted Gamer here and welcome back to The Division 2. So we have our final week of the anniversary event taking place right now, and there's a couple of things that I recommend you do before the launch of the new season coming in April, Rise Up. So first off, I'm sure most of you are done your anniversary event pass. You have the new exotics, but if you haven't, for sure, grab those. Then from there, Assault has returned with Countdown Surge. So with Countdown Surge, you can go ahead and get a bunch of extra credits and buy items from the vendor, anything that you may need, caches and whatnot. But in terms of Assault, two things that I want to. Oh, I didn't mean to deactivate it. One, here's your chance to get the jungle mask and the rest of the other items here. I did not mean to deactivate the event. In fact, before you do any of your projects or anything of that nature, I highly recommend that you turn it on. Reason being, you're going to want to earn as many global event stars as possible. Apologies for the loading screen. And I'll show you why in just a moment. Let's get through this here. Okay, so I'm sure most of you heard next season we are getting prototype gear. And in order to level it up or to take your current gear, this is just stuff that I'm optimizing, it's nothing special. But for example, if you have a perfected striker build and you want to turn those green items into prototype gear with the new currency, you have to be at expertise rank 30. Well, this week, while the global event is live, earn as many stars as you can. Come on over to the vendor and spend them on these caches right here. Weapons, gear, recalibration, and if you really want to go above and beyond optimization, but honestly, you don't really get that much bang for your buck with these ones here, but these are going to be really helpful. The reason for that is if we look at the timetable before next season launches, there's one more event that you're going to be able to take advantage of. Expertise Surge on March 27th. So spend this week earning as many tokens as possible, purchase those caches, then when the Expertise Surge gets here, whatever you don't have leveled up, like I'm at level 9 with this Vindicator. I think I'm only at level 3 with the Stack Broker. Dump those resources into the gear that are a low level. You'll get 3 times the amount of levels that you typically would if it was anything like the last Expertise Surge that we had. Way more bang for your buck in terms of materials. So, and that will help you at least get caught up. Also, the devs did mention on the live stream when they were discussing the release of the Division Resurgence and the new season Rise Up that there will be a way to help speed up the process to get to expertise rank 30 or level 30, whatever you want to call it. Um, I don't know exactly what that is going to entail, but at the very least, you can get a head start on it before next season drops. Few ways to earn global event stars outside of just doing the simple challenges. If you have anything left to do in any of the different journey missions, I purposefully saved these ones here. Like I'll get 5 stars for doing the summit. Also, I'll get challenges done passively while clearing the floors on the summit. Invaded stronghold, sorry, that's 10 stars. I saved the 2 bounties and donate food. That's 5. There's 3 there. And then just every time you level up with a shade level, that's another star. One way of doing that, head on over to your projects, the weekly SHD requisition, which I have already done. You donate food, water, components, whatever it is for the week. This week it is water, and then titanium, electronics, etc., things like that. If you have more than one character, do it on each character that you do have, but make sure to turn the global event on before you do that. Then from there, it's kind of up to you what you want to do to earn stars. One thing that I recommend every time there is a global event is to take advantage of the National Bond Armory. I do have a guide up if you don't know how to essentially stay in the mission and rinse and repeat it. If you want a quick breakdown, I will just quickly say this. First things first, go to your global settings. Put the difficulty on whatever you want. If you want a chill, laid back experience, stay on challenging or hard. If you want to maximize your XP, definitely go with heroic. And then from there, put on all of the different directives. The National Bond Armory only takes roughly 3 minutes to clear. So every 3 minutes, you'll get at least 1 to 2 shade levels on top of 1 to 2 global event stars, and you will stack them up quite quickly. Now, how do you stay in the mission? Upon reaching the door to exit, do not exit the mission. Simply go into your menu, head on over to the global event. What you're going to do is deactivate it, like I did at the beginning of the video. You'll reload back into the mission. Then you're going to reactivate the event. Upon doing that, you will have restarted the mission and you can rinse and repeat it until, well, you're bored of it. If you have multiple characters, because the missions can only be done once per week, you can do it for however long on one day on one character and then do it again on the next. Or if you have a friend that has done it later on in the week, you can also join them. But that's how I would prepare for what is to come with next season. Prototype gear being something that apparently the community's kind of mixed on. I like the idea of being stronger, but I would much prefer new missions to do. Thankfully, we are getting some classified assignments. Those are always fun, but repeating the same missions we've had since launch, just on these higher difficulties with the new escalation mode, uh, something I'm not that interested in. But the rest, the new exotics, the new classified assignments, and the prototype gear, yeah, that's what I am looking forward to. So for this week, finish up your anniversary pass, get the big Alejandro. At least that thing is a beast and it's a lot of fun to use. Harrier backpack, again, mixed reception on that. I think it's an okay exotic, but others like the Memento, Coyote's Mask, they seem to kind of still outshine them. But yeah. There you have it, agents. That's what I recommend you do. If you have anything else in mind, then definitely leave it in the comment section for others. If you're curious about the new Rogue skin bundle that is in the store, everything else is gone. The LMB outfit's gone. The Iconic Division outfit's gone. The Hunter bundle that I'm wearing, well, that I just changed the mask. That is also gone. But these are a little too pricey to have red. As much as I like these, the Seeker mine looks like it's see-through red and leaves a red trail behind it. The drone is something I use quite often, and if anything, I would like to get this, but $10 for red on my drone. No, I'm gonna pass. Would rather have premium credits put towards an outfit that I'm going to wear. Plus, we will have the new season pass to pick up if that's something that you do buy when they come around. So, but I thought I would show you this, that it is available in case you want to pick it up for whatever reason. Other than that, there's nothing else really new to look at in the store. So, all right, that's it for me, agents. If you could be so kind as to drop a like on the video, it's much appreciated. It helps out with the algorithm tremendously. If you're new to the channel, please do consider subscribing for more Division 2 content. Be covering the new season when it drops. I will be back to having my PC around April 19th or 20th, which means I'll be able to record some Resurgence gameplay. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do it right at launch, but I will be playing it at least on my phone in the meantime with my controller here. But so we have that to look forward to as well. And then when we get more info on Survivors and the Central Park DLC, of course, I'll keep you posted on them. But still, we have some cool stuff to look forward to for the rest of this week. And then following that, the new season. So stay tuned. Links for Twitter and all that good stuff are down in the description in case you want to follow. Other than that, enjoy the rest of the anniversary week. Get ready for Rise Up, and I will see you in the next video.